So I get this question a lot, how to brace your core, how to breathe when you work out. I want you to understand that your breathing and your core is like a layer system. Depending on the exercise that you're doing, you're gonna use one layer, two layer, a third layer. It depends on the exercise. I really want to clear out the myth of like you need to be bracing your core at all times. That's not something that I advise to do, because you're gonna create a lot of tension in your pelvic floor and it's gonna be counterproductive. So depending on the exercise that you have at hand, you're gonna be using the different layers in your core differently. For example, if you're walking, if you're doing mobility, I will focus more on breathing, 360 breathing. If you are picking groceries or picking a 6-year-old sneezing, you're gonna be using a first and a second layer of your core. So you need to create more stability. So you're gonna use 360 breathing, TVA contraction. And then we have the third layer, which is the one bracing that we all know. But this is more dedicated when we wanna pick heavy weights. So for example, if you're doing heavy squats, if you're lifting up a couch, this is when you're gonna use bracing. This is when you're gonna be bracing your core just for that moment in time. You're not gonna be bracing at all times. That's why there are different layers and different systems. It's not just one thing. The foundation of it all is your breath. So start with breathing and then you use different layers on top. So I hope that clears out all the bracing and how to breathe. It depends on the exercise that you have at hand. If you have any more questions, let me know down below.